And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. Two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Cook. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
On the set.
Throwing Jones. His throw incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
That was certainly one way to go. Those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, if you don't have nerves at the start of the game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So if you want to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They go play action with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. He's going to have the first down and then some. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Cook. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second and goal, Hurts. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Hurts. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. He's going to look deep for Watkins. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Gay. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. That's taken on the 25. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. These two teams all tied after one. Here we go. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds Lynch. It's complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up on the left and trying to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Nicholson. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the field.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Gay. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. Well, he had to fill that with a pretty tight window over the middle. And Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't pulled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees, because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This is complete to Holmes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to drop this down to Sanders, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here we go. Here we go. Roll green.
From the 41, Jones. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. Gay. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Jones now. Off play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And a loss of 8 on the sack. And it's going to lead him to 4th down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they have their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Hurts to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool it. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
They'll run on first down. Gay, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. It's Nicholson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Right back to him on first down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 3-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football and drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind.
And this is caught right along the sideline. Job keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one goes for 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hayes. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Vikings have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Offense set to begin their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
From the 29, Jones got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off-play action. Jones. He finds his man complete. That's Nicholson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Gay. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Now we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move him up the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Jones throwing on 4th down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he caught it up! But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage.
He's got him in. Complete. Every defensive staff works on limiting explosive plays. John, not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd down, Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jones now throwing to start the drive. Going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 75 yards. And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And he he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down about the 38. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Cook. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They run the counter with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 76 yards rushing now for Cook, and this is a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a give right side. Gay and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Gay. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Gay. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Here we go, Scott. Right, 97.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throw left side complete. That's Nicholson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's go. 12-10.
On first down, Gay. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Up the middle they go. Gay, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Jones. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Elliott good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Left side, Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. With 2 seconds left in regulation. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
He's got it. A lot of work to get to the first down marker. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield.